Happy 2017. Thank you for joining me for one more year with Astrological Insights. Thank you for being with me. In 2016, it was a tough year for many of us. It was like, you know, on those things on Facebook where you see a person tumbling down a hill for a minute and a half and saying, this is how my 2016 has been so far. It's been quite a year with quite a lot of difficult configurations, quite a lot of difficult planets battling it out in the sky, but we start 2017 with good news, guys, and hopefully the rest of the year will carry on with this positive beginning that we're starting. But we also are forewarned for 2017 because I've prepared for you this amazing 82 pages yearly calendar together with Marina, Western and ancient Babylonian astrologer, and we've sold quite a few of them. None of them has been refunded. People are raving about it. They say we didn't expect, you know, for $30 to receive so much. It's like your daily astrologer with all the important astrological events day by day. When planets are visible, what is it best to do, what to avoid. So you no longer need to listen to me and tune in on YouTube and you know, for me to bore you with my long YouTube videos. You can just get the calendar and follow it day by day, see what's happening. And also, quick announcement, on the 8th of January, when Mercury is turning direct, I'm making a Uranus webinar. It's on a Sunday. Come join me only for $29. It's gonna be 5-6 hours. You know, I give it all my heart when I do webinars, and it's going to be about Uranus in houses in the birth chart, Uranus in with planets in aspects, Uranus in synastry in relationships, what if you have Uranus relationships, Uranus in transits as well, what it means, everything about Uranus, you know. So this is the planet that really shakes us up and changes our lives, and it indicates where you can also be free in your life and you have the most independence. So come join me up for the Uranus, all about Uranus webinar on the 8th of December, or get the yearly horoscope, yearly calendar for 2017. Sagittarius 2017, and a super positive prediction for the start of the year, for the most positive sign of all, even though you've been a bit battered by Saturn over the last couple of years. And Saturn is still in your sign, Sagittarius, so Sagittarius have been asked to awaken, to become more, in a sense, more serious, more responsible, to take extra responsibilities, maturity, to look at the serious side of life. But for this month, we have such good news for you because Saturn in your sign is getting support from Jupiter. Maybe I should start with that. And I told you I have 3 good news. Let's start with this one. Saturn sextile Jupiter, but Saturn is in your sign, Sagittarius. It's in, you know, in your first house, as we say, whether it's your sun, moon, or ascendant in Sagittarius. So for the first time since the last 2 years, you're gonna get some support. Till now, you had to do it hard on your own. You had to figure it out on your own because Saturn was mostly receiving less supportive aspects in your sign for the last 2 years. It was receiving squares from Neptune, squares from Jupiter, you know, occasionally some support, but now it's a prolonged support from Jupiter in a sextile, auspicious aspect. So this happens rarely, once a few years only. The Jupiter and Saturn, the 2 planets of fate and the 2 planets that define your social status and your stability in society and your position in society, that are in a harmonious aspect. And not only that, but it directly affects you because it's happening in your sign. Saturn is in Scorpio. So yes, Scorpio are getting some support from January. Maybe you might start feeling it from December as well, because Jupiter, and by the way, Jupiter is your sign, your planet. So look here, we're getting like double influence. Saturn is in your sign, and Jupiter is the planet that rules you, and kind of starting to bring that back, that more positive, uplifted opportunities that Sagittarius loves and that Sagittarius thrives on. And this hope and faith into the future again, which is what Jupiter tends to bring. And Jupiter is making the supportive aspect the whole January. And by the way, it will repeat again in 2017 in August. So it's not the first time, you know, but it starts now in December, January 2017, January. And what can you expect? Well, Jupiter is in your 11th house, which is the house of the future, by the way. And Saturn is in your first house, so you might become more optimistic for the future, more uplifted, and this helps you mobilize your energy, Saturn in the first house, and put more hard work. You've been putting hard work as it is already, but into achieving some long-term goal or dream of yours. 11th house, Jupiter rules dreams and goals. So some hidden opportunity will appear, because the sextile is about hidden opportunity we were not aware of till now, which we can take or not take. It depends on our free will, because it's a sextile, it's a gentle, harmonious aspect. So we need to give it some helping hand, but opportunities comes to you, which you, through your personal efforts and initiative, Saturn in the first house, can manifest now, or set really well the ground and manifest in a material way some long-term dream and hope of yours. The 11th house, this is very good house, the 11th house. 11th house also rules gains and rewards. Well, something that you've done personally, Saturn in the first house, might be rewarded now, might receive an opportunity for a gain, whether it's a bonus financially, whether it's increase in business income, whether it's a recognition of some title or honor of some sort. So that's another thing, you know. They say in Vedic astrology that 11th house is also diplomas. So maybe something, if you've been putting efforts towards diplomas, now you can receive help and support in that direction. 11th house generally is the house of gainfulness, is the house of rewards, is the house of friendships. That's another meaning. Or people that trust in us, people that believe and love us, benefactors, so-called benefactors, and our social environment. So maybe we can receive support from our social environment, whether it's a friend or a benefactor, or we can go to, for example, if you're Sagittarius ascendant or Sun, you can go to some social do or some social activity, and there you can meet someone important that helps you personally, or maybe create new friendships that in the long run are implanted long-lastingly in your life, because Saturn, you know, Saturn is involved in this, which is about longevity, and that can be beneficial mutually for both of you, especially in the material level as well. So yeah, go with your goals, with your long-term goals and efforts that you've been putting for long-term can see results now and can be uplifting in some way. And friendships as well, situations of social activity can be beneficial and bring you some support. Yay! So that's the first good news. And by the way, you being Jupiter ruling Sagittarius, and Jupiter receiving the sextile from Saturn indicates personal empowerment, guys. And more, you naturally have been more organized and serious in the last 2 years, but now like it comes more naturally, because Saturn makes the planet of organization, seriousness, career, status, makes a harmonious aspect to you, to Jupiter, so you can more naturally take those responsibilities and manifest something out of them. And something that comes into your life now will have a lasting influence on you, because Saturn is about endurance, longevity, or something that you're doing now in regards to fulfilling your goals or, you know, dreams will have a lasting impact. Okay, that's the first great news. Then we have another great news, guys, and that's the news that Mercury is turning direct from the 8th of January. And this is happening in your second house of finances, Sagittarius. So, while Mercury was retrograde in December and the beginning of January, if there were some complications in regards to finances, in regards to material resources, or in regards to assets, or in regards to security, when Mercury starts moving direct, by the end of January, you should be able to have solved those problems. Or if you were doing some extra efforts, which is what a retrograde planet requires, and particularly Mercury requires extra organizational efforts, extra practical efforts, and using your skills in order to secure your financial situation, which is the second house. If you were putting some extra efforts there, or using your talents, mercurial talents like skills and, you know, acquired skills and career skills, work, communication skills, in order to kind of transform or change your financial situation, if you had to put extra efforts in that, when Mercury starts moving direct, and I would say by the end of January, you should be seeing the results of those extra efforts. And I keep repeating, when the planet is retrograde, it's 3 times stronger, it requires 3 times more efforts, but When it starts moving direct, which happens from the 8th of January, again, I repeat, it means that you're gonna get 3 times more lasting results, more powerful results. Or if there were some complications or difficulties regarding your self-worth, second house, regarding finances, regarding money, usually around Christmas as well, maybe you Sagittarius had a little bit more expenses with this Mercury retrograde. This will be solved when Mercury starts moving direct again. Forward movement ahead. We're leaving the problems behind. And then we have the third good news. Venus is the brightest it's ever been in 8 years. And Venus is a benefic planet. It will be visible during the day as well. So its effects will manifest stronger in the material level on Earth of everything that Venus rules, Sagittarius. And Venus is in your 4th house. So it can particularly manifest positive events and positive material assets and even luxuries and tangible things in regards to your home, in regards to your property, in regards to your family. Maybe finding a great home. That's beautiful. And Venus is also exalted in Pisces, which makes it even stronger when it gives its best results. So you can do something great about your home, beautify it, whatever. You can receive a lot of emotional, loving support from family, for example. You can maybe a member of a family, something can happen there in a positive way, especially a female member. Something to do with property, with land, with home, and emotional happiness. This is the deep meaning of the 4th house. It's having sense of emotional security. So it can be healing almost there with Venus, so bright and so powerful, exalted and visible even during the day. Its light is so visible, you know. And Venus, what else does it rule for you? It rules the 11th house of friendships, when Jupiter is already there helping from there. We talked about that. Taurus, Venus rules Taurus as well, which would be your 6th house, guys. Something in regards to work can be manifested in bright shine, and shine brightly, so to speak. Okay, so that's my 3 good news for you, Sagittarius. Hope you enjoy that. Take opportunity, take advantage of all those positive influences. If there is something very difficult happening, we have to look personally at your horoscope, at your chart. You know, maybe your planet Venus is affected, or your planet Mercury or something. Now we're talking just generally about the sign of Sagittarius, which is what usually your sun or ascendant is, or the moon. But, you know, of course, if this prognosis and forecast does not correspond to your experience, but I'm sure some of it will definitely, even if it's general, then it means that you're having some other more serious transits like Pluto, Uranus, Neptune, but they're just specific for you, for no one else from this sign, according to your specific horoscope. So thank you so much, Sagittarius. Thank you for joining me. And let's have an amazing 2017. We set my yearly horoscopes with Marina that we did. If you watch them, we say how many good things Sagittarius can expect and how much things improve for them in 2017 compared to 2016. So thank you. If you want to learn astrology with me, my courses and webinars are reduced till the 1st of January 2017. Some of them up to half price, others 1/3 of the price, and then the prices are going back to normal. So take advantage of that offer, festive offer. Thank you guys, and I'll see you next month.